You're most welcome. You're most welcome. You are a member today. You will have your chance. Okay, let's move to our business session and let's get the officers' reports. Madam Secretary, could you please present your report? You need a mic or you can use your mobile.
Good evening, everyone. I have presented my report on the screen. I've already shared it with the ExCom. Sorry for the delay. I am yet to receive the handover from the last secretary. I am still awaiting that. Otherwise, I'll be sending the list of toy points that can be achieved. And those who have achieved it in the past 6 months, they can approach me and tell me and give me evidence on from where have they achieved it. I will definitely record that. This is the minutes of the meeting for the last meeting, meeting number 260, where we had around 16 members attending and 8 guests that were there, online and offline. If I am missing out on anybody, please let me know. This is all from memory. And my memory is better than DTM Khalid's. He has a goldfish memory, but just wanted to put it out there. The PDF will be shared, of course, in the club group. I don't know whether you would like to move to accept the minutes or not. And of course, I've put in the group picture as well, so that it's, yeah, that's about it from my side. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you for neat, quick, amazing report regarding adopting the minutes of meeting. Did you have the chance to read it? Can you check it quickly? Or you need time to adopt it? No need. So we continue. Okay, thank you very much, Madam Secretary, for your report. Mr. Sergeant at Arms, your report, please.
Madam President and fellow Toastmasters, I have almost no report other than the last time we have met. We talked about the ribbons. I'm doing a check on the ribbons, whether we really actually need to bring more ribbons, because we meet monthly and most of the time maybe we give people online. But anyway, that's the only thing. Everything is in place, and I thank my subcommittee, which is Abdullah Hijazi, which is Umar Farouk, and even DTM Khalid Abdullah. Can you believe? Everybody's helping the Sergeant at Arms. They feel pity for me. Somehow, back to you.
Thank you very much. We have DTM Khalid. He's the joker of this group. Thank you very much. Let's go back to, is DTM Toastmaster Malaki online? She isn't. So, okay, so the Vice President. Attention, please. Attention, please. We are having a celebration. Okay, let's go back to Madam Vice President, Public Relations. She's not here. I think she excused herself. She's busy, so we'll get her report later on. Let's move to Vice President Membership. Your report, please. Toastmaster Abdullah.
Good evening once again. My report, Toastmaster without President of BAPCO Advanced Toastmaster Club, is we are Bahrain.
Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club.
Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club. And we are proud to be here. Yeah. My report, today we will induct one new member, and inshallah, and I'm working with Toastmaster Ali to do the report for the mentor. I'll contact him after the meeting, inshallah.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Toastmaster Abdullah, for your report. And he will, yes. Still something. There is sign language in the room for those online. I believe I can read things quickly, but this time I couldn't.
We will thank Toastmaster Khalid for this bringing the new member, as he will be her sponsor. Mentor also. Okay.
Thank you very much for both Abdullah Hijazi and Khalid Abdullah for all your efforts. Let's go back to the report of our Vice President Education, please. DT Ali, your report, please.
Yes, Madam President. As you see here on the screen, right back of you. So this is going to be the outline of our club contest. So we will be doing the club contest for the English part in table topics and international. And for all the other segments, including the whole of Arabic, we will nominate we'll nominate 2 contestants to the area directly. So more details would be coming by the contest chair, DTM Sara. I was going through our DCP goals and I was looking at our dashboard as well. It seems there is some error in the dashboard, and as I informed the XCOM, I will also let the members know that I am in touch with Toastmasters International Education Awards Department. And it seems that few clubs across the world have this issue. And I spoke to the PQD, he also told me that. So I'm trying to check what went wrong with our DCP goals as it shows on the dashboard. It has come down, and I really don't know why, because some members have achieved those goals. However, as a backup, if you see this screen, I've revamped the DCP goals. If you can see the screen, Madam President,
Yes,
level
it's
1.
very clear.
Okay, so I will be reaching out to members just as a backup. We need to be sure if the dashboard stays the way it is, what to do next, because that would be very worrying actually. We had 2 goals out of the 6 in the education. Now it has come down to 1. So if that's not fixed, we'll need to do something else. So I'll be reaching out to members, and here is our plan for the OIG. So for the January meeting, I just forgot to write down here. For the January meeting, I would request the names which I'm showing here. Please come forward to give your speeches, even in the OIG, Old is Gold series for our guest. So we don't lose on those points. Yes, we are happy to call speakers internationally, but definitely if we have our own speakers who help us get these goals, that will be 2 in 1. Get in some great messages and also help the club to achieve the DCP goals, since it's once a month regular meeting that we have. So that's all from my side. Another announcement, sorry, I forgot, is on Jan 11th, we planned for desert camping on 11th of January. Rana Al-Mannai has come forward to chair this, and I spoke to her today on what is her plan. She sent me an Excel list, which I sent it back to her. It wasn't having great details what we are looking for. But the proposal here is BD 4.5 per person. We need 15 people minimum, BD 4.5. We'll have to give some advance to the camping company to reserve the tent for us for January 11th. If everybody's okay with it, then our treasurer can pay at least 10 to 20 BD to reserve the 10. Otherwise, the way it's being booked in Bahrain, it's camping season, we might lose this opportunity. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you very much. DTM, you'd like to say something, Abdullah?
Thank you, Mr. VPE. Mr. VPE, I believe I won't be able to come to the desert camping maybe because we're having at the same exact day in Jaws Bahrain Toastmasters Arabic contest, which will be, I think, for 7 hours. 7 hours. Or yeah, so can it be done on the subsequent week, yani 18th?
Yes, we can do it, but now when we checked on 11th, the weather forecast seems to be okay. But we can shift it to 18th, but that might clash with our club contest in Bahrain at once. We have DTM Sara, can you, I think you can confirm that, right? It's 18th, right? That's what I see in my calendar too.
Well, you mean 4th of Jan? You want to put the club contest on the 4th of Jan? Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
it's fine with me. If it is fine with others, we'll have to check with the hotel. Is the venue available on 4th of Jan?
Okay, DTM Ali, there is a proposal from DTM Farouk that we discuss this among the ExCom members and then we decide later. This means that we need to have a quick meeting in the coming days for the benefit of the time of this meeting.
Okay, okay. Sounds good.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, Madam
Any other?
President,
Yes.
I move that we
What?
adopt the minutes of the last meeting. I move
Okay.
that we approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Yeah. What did I couldn't hear you. Okay. Move, raise the motion. Okay, who would second it? Yeah, Toastmaster. So the okay, the motion is seconded by Toastmaster Abdullah to adopt the minutes of meeting of the previous meeting as it is. Thank you very much. Any other points, DTM Ali?
No, thanks, Madam President. That's it.
Thank you very much. We miss you today now in the club here, but anyway, you're still with us online. So before we close the business session, before we adjourn it, I would like to say that, remind everyone that the next meeting, the 18th of January, we have our club contest that will be in English. And the 14th of February, this will be the area contest. And the 1st of May will be the division contest. So we need all to be ready for that, even if we still have us, just to mark this on your calendar. Other than that, no other reports available. DTM Khalid, did we miss anything or that's it? Yes, the treasurer, excuse me. Yes, excuse me.
Senator, I'd like to say that our club budget is in order and everything is fine. With that, back to you.
That's great. I like to hear this word. Our club budget is fine and everything is going smoothly. Then we finish our business session, we adjourn it, and let's now go to the induction. Okay, we still have. Okay, yeah, let's have the induction. We have our new member. You're most welcome to our club. Mr. Vice President membership, Toastmaster Abdullah, would you like? Yeah.
She deserves to be inducted properly. Good afternoon again. Good. I will be inducting a new member to. I will be inducting a new member. Oh my God. Follow Toastmasters. Oh. Fellow Toastmasters, it is now our duty to privilege to induct um, Toastmaster Reem as a new member into our Bahrain Advanced Toastmaster Club. This important occasion both for these new members and our club. These individuals have come Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership. And we now have the opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve. I'll call now our new members and ask them to join me at the lectern. Please, Reem. Toastmaster Reem Marhum. You are joining a worldwide organization that helped more than 4 million people learn, communicate more effectively. As members of the Babco Advanced Toastmaster, Bahrain Advanced Toastmaster Club, you will be benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another as a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Madam President, Vice President of Education have the new member have been given the opportunity to discuss their needs and goals with the club. Have DTM Ali?
Yes, our potential member has attended club meetings few times, and I'm sure she's aware of the program.
Have they been told how the program works and informed how many benefits will receive, as well as the obligation of membership?
Yes,
Yes. Okay. Did she been assigned a mentor?
yes, her mentor will be DTM Khalid.
DTM Khalid, do you, do you accept mentoring Toastmastering? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Membership is in this club, and the Toastmaster International is a privilege carries with many rewards. Yet it also places certain obligation upon you, Toastmaster. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in spirit of enjoyment. This means you must work towards your own self-development, evaluate others' speeches in the spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching their goals, remain positive, and keep a smile on your face. This is the most important. Yeah. We ask you, our new member, to dedicate yourselves to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep the Toastmaster Club strong and dynamic. Please face our fellow members and affirm your membership by repeating the following words. Just like this. Yeah. I, Toastmaster Reem Marhoon, in presence of my fellow members of the Bahrain Advanced Toastmaster Club, of Mentor Toastmaster Club, make this a firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the project outlined in the Toastmaster Education Program. Yeah. To participate actively in the club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relationship with fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmaster. With the members now, we, the members of the Bahrain Toastmaster Club, privileged to support you and your quest for self-development, to provide the most positive and helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give you opportunities to help others, and to make your Toastmaster membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience. By this, I announce Toastmaster Reem a member of Barto. I was listening to you. Bahrain Toastmaster Club. It's a good sign. Yeah. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Abdullah, for your brilliant work. Congratulations, Toastmaster Reem, for being a member in Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club. And this, we adjourn our first part of our meeting, first session. And now let's go to the serious things that I always wait eagerly Yes, I closed. Okay. For Toastmaster Reem, I think this is the first listening practice you have in the club. And it's one of the things we learn here or we practice more and more is active listening, and we very neat. And I would like to introduce someone who's close to my heart. I like this member's activeness, brilliance, never surrender. She's creative. Whatever she addresses, she goes fully until the end. And there is no in her dictionary. There is no word impossible. Everything is possible in her life. I'm glad that she's with us here. She's none other than distinguished Toastmaster Sarah Ibrahim, our Toastmaster of the day. Let's all give him a big warm of applause.
Feel I'm doing my level 4 project right now. I have to deal with Abdullah. I'm sorry. This is what I do at home, by the way, with my siblings. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Louder. Good evening. That's the spirit. Yes. I know the business session takes out the energy, but I felt today the business session was giving way too much unnecessary energy to a lot of members. Am I right, Abdullah? Yes. Okay. Young people. Yes. Okay. I hope that the theme was that millennials versus Gen Zs. We would have much more fun. But otherwise, we are celebrating a very, very special occasion today. There are so many, for the first time, we have 4 speeches, I believe, after a really long time. And that's something that I'm looking forward to. But most importantly, when I put my name as the Toastmaster of the day, just looking at the theme, I thought of checking with the VP if I was the right person to do it. And then I get DTM Ali's not so very long voice note saying, no, you're the perfect person to do it. Because let's hear about Bahrain from a non-Bahraini's perspective. And just 2 days back, I was in another club meeting, one of my other clubs. Unlike DTM Khalid, I don't make every other club that I'm part of as my home club. That is my home club. There's no other home club. The other clubs are just the other clubs. So in that meeting, of course, we were celebrating Bahrain National Day, and that being the 3rd senior most club of Kuwait, Active Minds Masters Club. And surprisingly, I gave away what I wanted to say today. Thank you so much, DTM Khalid. So DTM Khalid asked me, what does Bahrain National Day mean to you since you're an expatriate? Bahrain for me is an emotion. It's my home away from home. It's where I grew up most of my life. And I can say that I realized this when I went back to India for my future studies. So those 4 years were actually, a sort of a torture period for me. More so, yes, I was away from my parents, away from my siblings, who I didn't miss them as much as I missed my parents. But that is why I used to call my parents 10 to 15 times a day. And sometimes I used to call them at 2 in the morning, India time. And people in the house, which were my extended family members, my uncle usually thought I was talking to someone else in the night, which was very funny and at that point of time. And then I told him, think again, it's me. That's not happening. But there's a different connection with Bahrain. Every year, just recently, I was speaking to the club road director, DTM Dalia, and I told her that I was away, I was celebrating Bahrain. What do you have to celebrate Bahrain National Day for? She said this to me. And I said, See, everyone over here is celebrating Bahrain National Day. Whether it's the government, whether it's the public sector, whether it's the private sector, whether it's a housewife, or whether it's a student, everybody here is celebrating Bahrain National Day. The other day, I was seeing reels where cats are also celebrating Bahrain National Day. And I was like, okay, this has gone way over bound. But this is the thing. The theme is celebrating cultural diversity. We're all so diverse. But you would see out enjoying the fireworks at that very moment, different cultures, different people, different races, ethnicities that come together to celebrate a nation that has given them warmth, love, and hospitality like no other nation has. And that's the beauty of Bahrain, I believe. So Bahrain is not a nation for all of us. It's an emotion. When we say Bahrain, we become overwhelmed with that emotion that yes, for some, it is their country. For some, it is their home away from their actual home. And that is something I wanted to share in today's meeting. Thank you. You remind me of my brother. We have an amazing lineup of speakers with excellent evaluators, trust me. I believe it's been such a long time that we're going to have such a wholehearted, fulfilling meeting. I think I just questioned the GE, why has he not been writing anything? And I believe, knowing DTM Khalid, he's rather enjoying the meeting. He has everything over here. Everything over here. I don't know what CPU memory this is working on, but okay. After this meeting, he'll forget. That's what I said. He doesn't remember what happens in the past. Let's move on to the people that would support me in doing my role very well and would ensure that we are trying to keep somewhat within time and we are doing well when it comes to communication. Our first role player for today is someone who is, for me, a father figure in Toastmasters. And he is an amazing individual, is always here way ahead of time. I wonder how he manages it, honestly. And he is so inspirational for me that whenever I meet him, I am ready to share whatever I have in mind with him directly. May I please invite Toastmaster Farooq to brief us about the timing role.
Thank you, the first of the day, for that wonderful introduction and emotional connection that we have. Thank you very much for that. Today, as your timer, I'll be timing all the speeches, especially the prepared speeches. Even the icebreaker we'll be having by 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, I'll show the green card. Oh, 4 to 6. Okay, but anyway, all the prepared speeches, 2 minutes before allotted time, I'll be showing the green card. And 1 minute before the allotted time, I'll be showing the yellow card. And at the allotted time ending, I'll show the red card. And all of you today will have 33 seconds of grace time because it's Bahrain National Day. 33. 10% more. No. Not that much. You're not that generous. And for table topic speakers, they have 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, I'll show the green card again. And at 1.5 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll show the red card. And for individual evaluators, we have 2 to 3 minutes. Again, at 2 minutes, I'll show the green card, sorry. And at 2.5 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card. And at the 3 minute time, I'll be showing the red card. I'll also be trying to keep track of how the time went overall throughout the meeting as time permits. And when required upon, I'll give my report. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that enthusiasm. Our next role player, it's a dual role. And there is a manual for our guests who do not know, called as a Toastmaster wears many hats. And you can see that in our meeting, we'll be wearing a lot many hats today. Just like our next role player. He is one of the most inspirational people in the club. Whenever he comes up here and speaks, his humor is on point. He brings stories from his personal life, and that's why it's very humorous. And he is one person for whom nothing is happening. If people are laughing, until it happened. So he is the one person that almost all of us look up to. And I hold him responsible for bringing DTM Khalid into Toastmasters and almost creating a havoc. Thank you so much. So may I please invite Toastmaster Abdullah Hijazi, doing the grammarian and our counter role. Please brief us about your role.
Thank you, DTM Sarah, for this marvelous introduction. I'm very honored. As a grammarian, I'll be following up on the grammarian usage of the speakers. This is one part of my job and my duties. And I will introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is glory. And glory means fame, praise, or honor that is given to someone because they have achieved something important. Examples of using the word is Olympic glory is in the 100 meters. And she wanted to enjoy her moments of glory. So I encourage all of the speakers today to use the word, and please break my hand counting, except you. I know, I'm just kidding. Okay, you can use it. So this, please use it. Take care of your grammar, and this is the part of the grammar. The counter. The counter is to go and catch people on doing ams, yani, yeah, and repeating words. Please use the pauses. This pauses, it's not, the speech is not to continue speaking. But pausing is a very powerful tool to avoid the ahams. And please don't break my hand in this. Back to you. I'll report both of the reports to the general evaluator at the end. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abdullah. I hope we are able to break your hand as requested. Of course, keeping DTM Khalid aside. Mark his separately. Do not mention it itself. We have done with the role players. What's next in line at a Toastmasters meeting? So of course, any Toastmasters meeting is 3 segments. The first being the prepared speeches, where we do project speeches from the Pathways program that we have, which is a very, very robust educational module sort of a manner that has been presented to us. We have different projects from there, and our members have to pick projects and do their speeches from that. The second is something that all Toastmasters enjoy, is the table topic session, which is impromptu speaking, something that we want to get better at each and every time. And third being evaluation. Dr. Ralph C. Smedley, our founder, believed in the power of evaluation and emphasized on it quite a lot many times. That is why evaluation is the third and last segment of any Toastmasters meeting. For that segment, of course, I've not forgotten you. Need to keep special people for a special introduction. He, you wrote it. He, according to me, is, I've said it just 2 meetings back, and I'll say it one more time. He is the pride of the Kingdom of Bahrain. Whatever he takes up as a project, he does it very sincerely and wholeheartedly. And once he catches on to you as an unofficial or an official mentor, Toastmaster Reem, you're stuck with him for a lifetime. He never lets go of you. And once you enter his nagging circle, that's, oh my God, yes. Oh my God is the right reaction. He is definitely District 20's, brother, elder brother. He's none other than, you've all guessed it right, DTM Khalid Abdullah as our general evaluator for today.
Thank you so much, our master of ceremony, for the glorious introduction. It's part of a glory, right? Okay, thank you for the glory that you gave me by introducing me. I'm really humbled by your words. It's always difficult to speak after her introduction. She always, I can't honestly compete. So I'll go to my role objective. So the general evaluator is very simple. And thank you for giving me also the glory of writing almost one full page. Just halfway through, I'll be looking at what is happening right and what could be areas of improvement before the meeting, during the meeting. And I'm lucky being part of the XCOM, so I can also haunt even the XCOM later on and tell them what we can improve. So this is, in simple term, my role. Thank you so much, and back to you, Master.
Thank you so much. I just realized why the resounding of the claps had disappeared. Because the designated clapper of a room had disappeared. He's back. So let's move on to our first segment, which is the prepared speeches segment. And before I call upon our first speaker for tonight, let me call upon his individual evaluator. Oh, I was missing the online audience for quite a long time. Yes. May I please? Oh, you're ready for the event. Yes. DTM Farhas, yet another champion speaker of our club, someone who is away from his home, his second home, but is very, very important and a crucial member of Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club. And I believe everybody over here present in person and online believes the same. DTM Farhas, can you please brief us about the objectives of your speaker?
We'll certainly muted me. Thank you very much for doing that while I started speaking. Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster. Yes, before anything, I would like to say, as you said, Bahrain is an emotion, hence my background and my t-shirt color. Plus, I have a hat as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the immense honor and privilege of being evaluator for an accredited speaker, one of the trailblazers of District 20 when it comes to World Championship speaking, and that is our very own DTM Muhammad Ali Shukri. And he is, believe it or not, attempting his icebreaker for dynamic leadership, his new path. So the usual icebreaker project objectives will apply, but being an accredited speaker and an acclaimed trainer, he has asked me to look for two more things, which I will keep to myself, but in my evaluation, I will present it. I will be looking for those two extra things as well. I look forward to being inspired by this person who is a lifelong learner, who, as he embarks on yet another learning journey of his, I wish him all the very best. Timer, please note, it's an icebreaker, so it's 4 to 6 minutes. And back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, DTM Farhas. Our first speaker for tonight. Oh, you're being a bad influence on our guest. Come back to your place. I appreciate that. Since you're a guest, I appreciate that. Okay, two of Abdullah's. Our first speaker for tonight's meeting is an accredited speaker and the only accredited speaker in Middle East. He has recently launched an amazing book. And if you've not read it, it's your loss. Better go purchase it as soon as possible. He is a champion. And let me not tell more about him. Let's leave it to him since it's an icebreaker speech. DTM Mohammad Shukri with the speech title, My Small World. My Small World, DTM Shukri.
Madam Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, do you remember why you joined Toastmasters? I do, because 20 years back, I entered a new world, a new small world. It was the safety department in Alba. That was my promotion. It's a very small world, but it's also cruel, it's harsh, full of accidents and injured people. It is a world which is unfriendly, unfamiliar, and there is no fun at all. But we were on a big mission in Alba because we were on the expansion of Line 5. Safety was no joke. Everybody must go back home safely, and that was my mission. In order to do my job well, I needed to improve my skills as a speaker because 60% of our job in safety is communication. Yes, I was doing speaking before, but this is no joke. This is a harsh world. Luckily, I noticed there is a very friendly place in Alba. It's called Alba Toastmasters Club. They told me, join. I joined. Wow, it is so friendly. It is so fun. And you can hear it today, right? And it's not like my small world. It's a big world. Hotels, buffets, speakers, contestants, judges, samosa, chapati. No, I didn't mean chapati. I meant championship. That's the next big thing. That is the big world I want to be in, not my small safety world. So I made it a target for me to be in the World Championship in less than 2 years. In August 2006, I was in Washington. I reached to the top 10 finalists. Finally, and I'm speaking today. This is my day. Ladies and gentlemen, and the winner today is Edward Hearn. Ouch. It wasn't me. The party is over. The Hilton Washington ballroom got emptied from the 1,600 people. 1,600 people. 20 people were left. As I was leaving as a loser, someone approached me. It was the international outgoing president, Dilip Abaya Sakayara. A very long name. He came, warmly shook my hand with his soft voice. He said, Muhammad, you did a great job. And he said few words to me. I felt like I was the champion, but I wasn't the champion. I was the chapati. One thing about Dilip, that year's slogan, every president has a slogan. His slogan was, find your voice, serve your world, whatever. I'm no champion. I went back to my small world, safety. And I kept speaking in safety, serving in safety, in places not as glamorous. There is no glory in safety. There are only chapatis and samosas, really, maximum, In halls, mostly not like this. I kept improving myself, speaking to conferences, speaking to companies, improving safety here and there. I don't know what impact I did, but I came to grew bigger until I reached to an idea. That idea, based on my research, I served it more. I spoke about it more because that's my tool as a Toastmaster, right? I got attention in the Gulf about that idea until I reached to a point I presented that idea as my research, and I got 2 international awards for it. In 2020, I became the accredited speaker the first in the Middle East, based on that paper I delivered in the international convention. In 2021, I got my MBA with distinction from UK based on that paper in safety. Wow, I am big in a small world. Well, after all, my small world wasn't small at all. Do you remember why you joined Toastmasters? To run away from your small world and get lost in a big world? No. To go back to your small world and make it big and be big in your small world. That's why we joined. Did I tell you that on the eve of the announcement of the accredited speaker in 2020, there was a Zoom meeting? The accredited speaker of Toastmasters said, we need to meet you because this is where they will announce. I went to the Zoom meeting. I have no idea what the results are. They opened the Zoom meeting. The first thing I heard, Muhammad, congratulations. You are the accredited speaker of 2020. Did I tell you whose voice was that? It was Dilip Abba Yasakayara. 20 years ago, he was the international president. 14 years later, he was an accredited speaker. Again, with the same warm voice, soft voice, he told me, congratulations. What a coincidence. He shook my hand in Hilton Ballroom as if I was a champion. I was not. But later I discovered I don't have to be the world champion. I can be the champion of my world. What is your world? You cannot be, do you want to be small in a big world or do you want to be big in a small world? Your call. Remember the slogan again. Find your voice, serve your world. Over to you.
Thank you so much, DTM Shukri, for that wonderful speech. I think hands down, there is a reason why he is a champion of his small world. I was going to say from chapati to champion. That's quite a journey. Can I please borrow that back again? The mic thing. Yes.
I give you the mic without the clip.
Yes. Okay, we'll find reference to that during the break session. Our next speaker in line, of course, is someone who's been wearing many hats today. But before I call him, I would like to call upon his individual evaluator, who is none other than a person who is a life coach. And I feel every time she talks to me, I feel she's giving me free coaching sessions. It's not just me, probably it's happening with all of you. It's a personal opinion. But her messages have a different positivity to it. And people who know me know that I have tough time handling positivity. So, but then still we have such a great relationship, and she is one of the most sought out speakers and people who are very influential in our club. She's none other than our president of the club. Toastmaster Vedad, please brief us about the objectives of Toastmaster Abdullah's speech.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day, for the lovely introduction. Yes, I do. It's part of my blood, actually, coaching others. So I practice asking questions a lot. I don't need to get replies anyway. So our next speaker is Toastmaster Abdullah Hijazi, and he is presenting his speech under leadership development. And his speech will be as part of a contest. Yes. Practice for the contest. So let's hear from him. Toastmaster Abdullah Hijazi.
Let me just figure out how to yes. Yeah. So I would like to call upon our speaker. Before that, can we have all of you? I will put it. I from there he'll bring.
I'll put two glory.
So can I request, since he's practicing for the contest, can I request all of you to do a quick evaluation for him and please present it to him. It will really help the speaker. Yes, written evaluation, of course. We don't really have time. Our next speaker is, like I said, very inspiration, and I look forward to his speech. Toastmaster Abdullah Hijazi with his speech titled Moments. Moments, Toastmaster Abdullah Hijazi.
Test. I am clear. And the online audience confirmed it is audible. Audible, and they can see me and clap for me.
Yes, very clear, very audible.
We don't remember days. We remember moments. What is the moment that shaped your life and changed it in a very domestic way? Master of ceremony and colleagues, good evening. Our life is full of moments that are very, very happy and very sad and very strong, that shape our life. I will give you some moments from my life. I remember the first moment, 3 moments. The first moment is the happiest moment of when I get born. It was a very happy moment for my family. I was the first guy or boy in the family. And they have all hopes for me. When my mother gave me, and I was sleeping all the time, she was happy, and my family was happy, including Dita Mujad. I was sleeping for a long time. Who don't like sleeping at the end? But it increased too much. So my mother got suspicious and went to a doctor. After diagnosing me, they told her that I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. And the doctor told me, you will never succeed in life. You will never succeed in school. You will never go to your dream job. But my mother was very stubborn. She refused that. And after going through all the doctors in the country, and with that, very hard physiotherapy treatment, finally, found a beam of hope. This beam was an operation. This moment was an operation that would change this boy's life. This operation was very critical. Critical in a way he will stand all his life or he will sit in a wheelchair for all his life. He was very eager to walk and to show the life his powers, secret powers. The operation went for more than 2 hours. All the hopes was in the result of the operation. The operation finished in 2 hours. After that, he have to have a strict gypsum treatment. All his legs from up to bottom for 2 months. Whole months, all the time. Oh my God. I still remember these moments. It was very painful. I remember that I was waking up crying, and my relief was a ruler how to scratch the pain. Oh my, it was a horrible moment. But believe me or not, that make me more stronger. And I crushed the gypsum and I walked with pride. This moment was very powerful for me. Stubborn moments. I remember one of the moments that I was finishing the school and I finished the university. And I came to a moment that to apply to jobs. This moment opened my eyes. Open your eyes, dear. You are different. Oh my God. I was very happy. Don't come to the interview. We don't want you in the company. You are a special needs. I was crying in my mother's lap very much. But she told me, what hit you make you stronger. Then, after 90 interviews, I get a Babco to be a Babco employee. The third moment that I always remember, when I joined this company, a person told me, you will get bored from service desk. I was IT service desk. You will never succeed. You will never be noticed in the company. This moment told me you have to work harder. Believe me or not, last year I was counted as a hero of Babco, as the best employee in the company for many years. Life is a collection of moments that make you stronger and make you cry, laugh. So always remember you are stronger than you can be. And back to you.
No, 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 it's okay. I was just waiting to sit down. Participant list. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abdullah, for that wonderful message and key takeaway. Honestly, I loved your speech, and you made me feel the moments you were there. You know, each moment as it passed by. Of course, on a special request, as I believe, from our VP and one of the evaluators, we'll be doing one evaluation right now. May I please invite DTM Farhas Farooq, the evaluator for DTM Shukri's speech, to present his evaluation.
Thank you very much for agreeing to my request. Before I start, may I ask what was the time taken by DTM Mohammed Shukri, please?
Taken by DTM Mohammed Shukri was 6 minutes and 19 seconds.
6 minutes and 19 seconds. Thank you so much. There is a reason I asked that. Okay, so I'll start my formal evaluation now. Madam Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, I am someone who has always been toying with the idea, am I small in a big world or am I big in a small world? And as you can see, sometimes I am actually big in a small world. But on a more serious note, DTM Mohammed Shukri's speech actually made me think about this very important question. And how did he do it? From the word go, from the very beginning, he started off by doing something which is a hallmark of great speakers and which is asking a very pertinent question and something that is related to me. Why did I join Toastmasters? Well, a very simple question. Yeah, why? Why did I? And why is he asking me this question? And questions are important because that drags me, somebody like me, into the speech and makes me start thinking and starting to follow. So great strategy. And what did he do? At the end of the speech, he actually came and answered that question for all of us. And thereby, from that, he derived a great call to action as well, which was in the form of some memorable words. He says, are you going to be small in a big world or big in a small world? And he said, you got to find your world. That was love. And how did he actually get about doing this after that? He went about by telling his personal story. And this story, and this was, by the way, one of the two things he wanted me to look at, is this story appealing to me as the audience? Yes, he spoke about his Toastmasters journey. And for a Toastmaster, what can be more appealing than a Toastmasters journey? So that, I believe, DTM Shukri has done a great job by making the story actually relevant. He may be wondering, what did my personal, professional part of my story relate to me? Yes, it indeed certainly did, because there was a connectivity, and that connectivity flowed through all the way up to the crowning moments of his life. So that was very well done. He kept his story only two main characters, himself and Dr. Dilip Abeysekara, and he just kept that. Why is that important? Very less confusion, much more focus, and the message did not get drowned, and the message came out of Dr. Dilip. So keeping number of characters to a limited amount was a brilliant strategy. But the most brilliant one, the title was not just a title, it was a metaphor, it was an analogy, it was a rhetorical device. Super work, sir. Now for improvements, what I would like to do, icebreaker tip level improvements, a bit of pauses. I felt the pace of delivery was a bit too fast, so a bit more pauses from the beginning. Why did I join Toastmasters? A pause, then the answer. 60% of the job was communication, a pause, and then tell us. That is one. Secondly, a bit of emotion can be brought out by words because there was the same warm voice. Congratulations, emotions could have been brought. So that's the second icebreaker level suggestion. Now for the second thing that DTM Shukri told me, it was to see if he could actually finish within time. 6 minutes and 19 seconds. Yes, I believe very well within time. However, I did observe, and since he's an accredited speaker, I can dare say this, there was a tendency to speak very fast because the story was a bit too long. So my sincere advice for this, in order to manage speeches within time, is to look at the content, the word count, and perhaps cut out unnecessary detail, and that will make sure the story remains relevant and you time. So in summary, amazing speech, great use of question and answer, stories, characters, and metaphor to bring me into the message. For improvements, think about the pauses, think about the emotions, think about pace and detail when it comes to fear of finishing on time. And I can tell you, I got the answer to that question. I used to be in the corporate sector. I was small in a big world. Today, I'm an entrepreneur. I am big in a small world. DTM Shukri, you gave me the boost that I need. Thank you so much. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, DTM Farhaz. Wow, that was an evaluation. Our new member says that that was a speech instead of an evaluation. That was a performance that, for evaluation that I will never forget. Well, kudos to the speaker and evaluator. And DTM Faraz, you can text your bestie for your timing. Privately, please. Moving on to our third speaker for tonight. Before I call him upon to present his speech, I would like to call upon his individual evaluator, someone who is waiting desperately. Someone who is a champion leader. I've seen him go through so many stages of leadership, and he has had quite many rough patches, but the way he picks it up as a leader, it's remarkable. Each and every time that I've seen him, he has grown tremendously. And I cater that growth to him itself. I know he'll keep talking about the mentors that he has in his life. That's your modest way of saying it. But definitely, once you're a leader, the growth is all yours that you do. And that's what I believe. And he's none other than the designated clapper. If that's even a word, Toastmaster Abdullah, correct me, for Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club. May I please invite Toastmaster Abdullah Madan to brief us about the objectives of your speaker.
I am honored to be the designated clapper of Bahrain Advance because in JAWS there are many there. So they definitely will crush me there. Yes. So here I can be the leader of clapping. The target speaker today is distinguished Toastmaster Khalid Abdullah. He's attempting communicating change. The purpose of his project is for him to practice the skills needed to effectively communicate change to a group or organization. The purpose of the speech is for the member to practice speaking about change. Distinguished Toastmaster Khalid Abdullah, I wish you the best of luck. And it's really tough when you are evaluating your mentor. So this is where you grow. It's you want to evaluate your mentors. I know why. I know why. Mentors give hard time, so you want to give them hard time again.
I agree. My mentor is there online today. If he was here, he would have laughed really hard. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abdullah, for briefing us about the objectives. And we all look forward to this speaker. He's speaking after a really long time. Okay, and the last time he again presented some change plan, which was not recorded. This was my key. People are snatching away your title, Toastmaster Abdullah. Thank you so much, DTM Khalid. It was definitely quite a journey that you took us through. And you pretty much showed us that nothing is impossible to achieve. It's just that you have to embrace what we are learning in Toastmasters. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Moving to our final, last but not the least, speaker for tonight. Of course, both our speaker and evaluator are there online today. And both of them are in their best Bahraini getup. I wish we all had virtual backgrounds moving around the room. She is one of the people that I nag for VPPR inspiration initially when I started off. And after that, I took off way too fast that she could have even imagined. DTM Zehra is definitely yet another champion person, and she was the club coach for this club and still stands today as a coach for all of us. And we all love her too much, mashallah, the smile. DTM Zehra, please brief us about the objectives of your speakers project.
Thank you so much, DTM Sarah Ibrahim, our Master of Ceremony, fellow Toastmasters, and our honorable guests. Good day to you all. First of all, I would like to go through the purpose of the project that DTM Ali will deliver. So it's writing a speech with purpose. So the purpose of this project is to learn or review basic methods of writing a speech with defined purpose and to present it in a well-organized speech to everyone. And now I would like just to share with you the purpose that DTM Ali wrote and shared it with me. So the speech that he will deliver today will explore the profound impact of leaders' presence to learn dynamic, particularly in non-profit organizations. And he will highlight how those leaders' availability will boost their morals, foster emotional connections, and of course, align team efforts with organization priorities. Moreover, he will use real life examples in order for the audience to benefit from it. And of course, I'd like just to shed light on one more thing, that additionally, he will discuss the relevance of the late stage questions from the absence leaders and whether such inquiries help or hinder team progresses. So this speech, the aim of the speech is to inspire leaders to prioritize availability and, of course, meaningful engagements. Wish you all the best, DTM Ali, and do not forget to use, of course, the word of the day. And you have I think, 5 to 7 minutes. You have to utilize it to the max. Wish you all the best, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Sarah Ibrahim.
Thank you so much, DTM Zahra, for briefing us about DTM Ali's project. He is unofficial, official mentor to many. In this room, across District 20, across the globe, I mention his name. He is a brand in itself. I told him you should start something, a merchandise. Proud fan of DTM Ali Shehbaz Ali. No, he's more known as PID Ali, rather, yes. And today, most importantly, people enter the room and they're like, Ali is not going to be here today. So I wonder, ironically, someone who's absent today is talking about presence. Someone appreciated. So DTM Ali Shehbaz Ali with the speech title, The Power of Presence. The Power of Presence, DTM Ali.
Fellow Toastmasters and friends, a very good evening to everybody. Now, power of presence doesn't only means in person or online in a hybrid setup as far as the person is here. So I am very much here. Friends, have you been in a situation where you have been planning for an event, whether family event, whether corporate event, a Toastmaster event, and then the pre-planning stage, you haven't been there, but then you show up on the day of the event, and then you come up with those very minor questions asking for micro details. It happened with me at times. I could say with all the patriotism, once we had a camping plan across Bahrain National Day celebration in one of those years. We planned to book a tent in Sakhir. Everything was going fine. I said I would be in charge of the barbecue materials, but then I get busy. I put it on someone else. But that day when I showed up, out of eh, all the people in the gathering, I come up with the most questions. So where did you get the tikka laham materials, which is lamb chops? Where did you get the charcoal from? And one of my cousins simply told me, Ali, does it matter? Your questions have become so irrelevant today. From where did we get it? The point is, you are here, we got it done, and let's enjoy. That was one event which taught me kind of a leadership kick which I can never forget. When I was practicing for this speech, I started going through a lot of materials. How does absence in leadership, which becomes a habit, or it actually becomes so consistent that we don't realize what happens when leaders are absent? Now, that does not mean leaders must be expert. It's okay if we are not expert in that event or we know everything about that event. I'm just talking about the presence part. Now, I wasn't present for a simple event. When I came there, I had a lot of questions which didn't matter. So I started connecting the dots with my life in corporate events, in Toastmasters. And then I did some of my own research, came up with how a few businesses failed because of leadership absences, not because of the talent, not because of the skills. We are just talking about leadership being there, the presence of leadership. Allow me to share a few of my findings here. Power of presence beyond giving directions. As I told you, out of all the patriotism, when I showed up to the camping event, all I was doing is trying to understand who got what material from where, directions, questions, were they even important at that time? Or they were just some questions with no solutions. What happens? Leadership is not just about direction, it's about being present, showing your team that you are around. I am here. I might not be the expert, but I'm here to support. My presence shows that I am part of the whole process. What happens when leadership is around? We don't realize in the subconsciousness of people, it will boost their morale, better focus, more emotional support and connection. Availability signals investment in team's effort, motivating performance. Just by being somewhere around. There was once where I had a small time company and I couldn't be present there because I was having my full time job. I let the staff do what they wanted to do. But after, when things are done, dealt with, I come and ask them questions which didn't matter anymore. And of course, the company failed. And I can say that proudly. Why? Because I wasn't around. And you might see this thing spreading across non-profit organizations as well. Let's say many Toastmasters clubs, how leaders are, how much they are around, and if they are not around, what happens. The domino effect In my research, I also saw it decreases motivation, productivity, and it increases conflicts because the main leader is no more there. So people look for solutions among each other. Let's say if we walk into a club and VP Education starts doing the job of club secretary, the PR starts doing the job of surgeon at arms because nobody's there to guide them or check on them. So what happens in such an environment? Frequent absences causes disengagement and mission delays. If we leave everything to the team with no monitoring, for sure we will have delays and nobody is else to blame except the main leader. Presence reassures team priority, aligning their efforts with organizational values. So friends, when leaders are absent, their late stage questions often becomes irrelevant and outdated. It was just a small camping event I started with, but that message from my cousin at that camping event, I could never forget. It's not like I became so perfect. There were some corporate events which I missed playing my role and asking questions later. How did this even happen? I'm trying to get better at it. Friends, presence of leadership really matters. So let's have that checklist in front of us. Over to you, Toastmaster of the.
Thank you so much, DTM Ali. That was a very strong message. And let me tell you something. We feel your presence only when you're in person, okay? 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 That's me giving it back to you. It was the last meeting of the term. You should have been here. Last meeting of this year. Sorry. Scratch that.
Thanks.
I am celebrating too early. We are done with the prepared speeches segment. We had fabulous, extraordinary speakers today. I think I was the lucky one that I got to introduce all of them. Thank you so much, DTM Ali, for giving me that opportunity. And with that, let us have a break for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, but please be back by 7 to 8 minutes. You want, I can. Yeah, we are. Yes, yes. We'll definitely make it up. 5. What's the time right now? 5:58. So we'll be back by 6. Okay. Yes. Table topics. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to say one more thing now. Since we are on a break, DTM Ali, your presence and absence is felt.
Well, yeah, even I didn't want to miss it, but then I was going to miss the online session as well. I mean, being online, but I said, no way, I can never miss BAT meetings. So I made it a point, at least something is better than nothing.
That is true. That is true. DTM Shukri is, as a surgeon at arms, suddenly he had a gush of energy and enthusiasm. He bought caps for people who would not be dressed up in red and white. I show it to you. I show it to you.
Well, please keep it somewhere in the club assets. We can collect it later. Oh, wow. Wow. Thanks, brother
He has
Shakir.
a white one as well. So he did
Okay.
that so that those who are not able to get red or white can at least dress up for the occasion.
Awesome, awesome.
Come on, we don't have our Bahraini here. What is this? So bad. I am upset. I'm not attending any more BAT meetings. Khalas.
No, it's a time of the year when even people travel and stuff. So
Correct, correct. Anyways, you take a break.
sure. See you all in a while.
Yes, inshallah.
Excuse me, we cannot hear you. It's muted.
Is it? Am I?
Yes. Very
Okay.
good.
Now,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Okay. So, for the benefit of guests, the members already know about table topics. Table topics is a methodology, a segment that we conduct at Toastmasters that makes you think on the spot. You have to talk for about 1 to 2 minutes, and you have 30 seconds grace period. Now, it's better that you talk about the topic, but you can talk about anything else. It's what you should have in the topic is something that you start with, something, a body, and a conclusion. But it doesn't matter as long as you talk for 2 minutes. At least 1 minute, you should be talking. And because today's theme is about Bahrain National Day, so I will have to give credit to Toastmaster Laila, who was the original table topic master, who had already done a lot of research and helped us prepare these questions. Laila Alali. Yes, sir. So I would now request that I'll seek some volunteers from my side. If not, yeah, Toastmaster Laila Karami, yeah, you want to speak?
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Hello.
Happy
Good
National
evening.
Day.
Thank you. So,
I'm happy to celebrate with you this event, and I have some more to talk about this event, National Day.
sure, I will ask you about that. I'll take you as a volunteer if you wait for it. I'll ask you about that and give you a chance for that as a table topic.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Now?
Yeah. So let me ask about the first table topic. Please give a round of applause to our guest Leila for volunteering to be the speaker. Welcome, Professor Leila. And I would like to, the question that I would like to ask you is, what does Bahrain National Day mean to you, and how do you, would you describe it? What does Bahrain National Day mean to you, and how would you describe it? Over to you, Professor Leila.
Okay. Bahrain National Day. It's a lovely day for me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to join to you on this event. For me, homeland and love of homeland or citizenship is something we do not talk about, but rather it's a feeling we feel toward our belonging. In one word, homeland is belonging. It is the place that embraces its children. So it is the homeland for me. Whenever I feel nostalgic for my homeland, this is the homeland. Whenever I feel safe, this is the homeland. The homeland is my teachers, my work, my friend, my surrounding, my Toastmaster friend, who fear for me and are eager to help me. If I do not find with them this safety, it will not be homeland. So happy National Day for all. I feel as I am in my home with you in Toastmaster. Back to you. Thank you.
Please give a big round of applause to our guest Leila for her very wonderful tabletop speech. And what she really conveyed to us was any national day, as long as you feel at home, it's so contagious that even if you are not part of that country, you feel like you are part of that home, and that is what any national day is. And any country or any citizen that can convey that meaning to everybody has succeeded in being an ambassador of that country. Well done.
Thank you.
Leila. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can we have a second volunteer if anybody wants to speak? Toastmaster Maleke, do you want to volunteer? Okay, thank you.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Okay. Toastmaster Maleke, what do you think about unity. What do you think that unity plays an important role in Bahrain National Day or any other country? What is the importance of unity in Bahrain National Day or any other national day or any country? Over to you, Toastmaster Malaki.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. On this very special occasion, Bahrain National Day, I'd like to talk about unity. And by unity, we can mean many things. But the one element or one aspect that I would like to talk about today is that the unity of human beings, the unity of humanity. I have been an expat since 2008. I am a Lebanese living in Saudi Arabia, and believe it or not, I truly do not feel that I am estranged here in Saudi Arabia. And that is because I have people around me. I have citizens of the country here who feel that it is their duty to welcome me. They feel that it is their duty to help me and support me in all aspects of my life, on days of happiness and days of sorrow. And what makes them do that? Because we are unified, perhaps not only in the sense of religion or in the sense of language. I believe that they support me and they are here for me because they feel this unity of humanity. And therefore, at the end, I would like to say that on Bahrain National Day, I feel I am unified with them. I feel that your day is my day as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Malaki, for that wonderful observation. And I think what we understand from all of this is that if you are proud of your homeland and you value your homeland, you also feel the same for other people. And when other people come to you, you make them feel at home because you are proud of yourself. And that pride is an important element that converts to hospitality and kindness. Thank you, Toastmaster Malaki. Wonderful speech. Thank you very much. So, yes, yes. No. Okay. You want? Okay. After. Toastmaster Vidal. Toastmaster Vidal. On your table topic first. If you could describe Bahrain in 3 words, what would they be and why? If you could describe Bahrain in 3 words, what would they be and why?
Thank you. Bahrain in 3 words? Oh my God, I need a dictionary. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Well, I love Bahrain. For me, Bahrain is peace, breath, and love. Peace, breath, and love. Breath because you see, they say it's humidity, but it's a place where wherever you go, you are welcomed. You feel that people are coming to you to help you. I remember the first time I came to Bahrain, and the first breath I got is that I was holding a big doll for my sister's daughter, and then the captain of the plane came and helped me with it. I feel this breath of humbleness in the spirit of people. Love, of course, love. The flag is red, people are lovely. Wherever you go, you see their smile and they're really helpful. Especially when I get lost, I got Google Map, but still sometimes I get lost and I find people, they told me, don't talk to men in the streets. Only men help me. I'm a person got used in Lebanon to talk to men. It's okay for me. So wherever I got lost, men helped me. And peace, of course, a land of peace. For a person who lived all the wars in Lebanon, I feel peace in Bahrain. Back to you.
Thank you, Professor, for that wonderful question. Please give a big round of applause. Again, talking about the hospitality and the kindness and the supportiveness of people who are proud of themselves. And pride gets confidence. Okay. Any volunteers? Toastmaster Muhammad? Volunteers, please. Thank you, sir. Toastmaster Muhammad, your question, as you are part of the young generation, what would you think was the best part that you like about the heritage of Bahrain that you want, if you are asked to give you the future generation to preserve? Which heritage of Bahrain that you feel, any culture or any practice that you would feel that's important that you want the future generation to also preserve? Yes.
In a world that's globalized and cultures mixed, what you say is all of us look the same, and we take in cultures from out and export cultures to outside. And what we don't realize is we sometimes forget our own culture. Who believes that Bahrain has a lot of talent? Bahrain is a place of culture that you can't imagine. From pearls to making things from sa'af to agriculture. Bahrain, over the last 20 years, started to lose what I'd say its essence, which I see in the globalized world, it's not important because we are importing the ideas of outside. When I was working, while I'm volunteering in JAWS now, we found an idea for a product that's reusable and recyclable from the heritage of Bahrain, from the sa'af, which is reusable bags, which I see that we really did not see into our culture, to find solutions from our culture for modern issues. If something I want to be a part for the future, please don't forget that we have a rich culture, and please look at your culture. There are solutions for modern issues. Table Topics Master.
Thank you. Please give him Muhammad a big round of applause. What a wonderful message that he has conveyed. We are living in a world of globalization. We need to take ideas, but we have to remain unique. We take those ideas and even new technology comes in, but we use those ideas and technology to strengthen what is our heritage and make it more stronger. Whatever. Thank you. Please give him a big round of applause. I think with this, I would like to end my table topic session and hand over to the Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Farooq, for such a profound experience that we had. We lived Bahrain through different voices, and definitely we celebrated Bahrain through diverse people who spoke about Bahrain in a different manner. Thank you so much for that. We'll quickly go on to the last and final segment for today's meeting, which is the evaluation segment. We all look forward to evaluation as Toastmasters because we believe that evaluation or feedback is the breakfast of champions. Unfortunately, today we'll have it as a, quite an early dinner sort of a plan. Right, DTM Khalid? He's just laughing. Anyways, without further ado, may I please invite our general evaluator, DTM Khalid Abdullah, to preside over the evaluation segment.
Thank you so much, our amazing MC. I do have our Vice President of Education raising his hand.
I think DTM Khalid guessed it why I'm raising my hand.
Yes, DTM Ali.
I'm raising my hand because we need to extend the meeting by 15 minutes.
All right.
So I move
So would you
to
want?
extend the meeting by.
All right. So I would assume this is a motion raised by or moved by DTM Ali. Anyone would like to second the motion?
Look at me.
Another Abdullah. Madam President, if we can move on to the same. Yes. So I don't see anyone objecting. So thank you so much. Moving on, before I move with my general evaluation session, I would like to call our timer to tell us whether all our speakers and table topics commentators and the sole evaluator are qualified.
Let me just say that all of our table topic speakers have qualified, and all our speakers also qualified. And I'll talk about that. The only single evaluator did not qualify. I'll talk.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Madam Farouk. Yes, please. Yes.
First, we get the video Mohammed took 6 minutes 19 seconds. Toastmaster Abdullah Hijazi was on the dot 7 minutes 30 seconds. DTM Khalid Abdullah was 7 minutes 29 seconds. And DTM Ali Shahbaz was 7 minutes 9 seconds. Thank you.
This is called Waspa. Thank you so much, our timer. May I ask everyone to please vote for the best speaker and best table topics using whatever paper that you have in front of you. And then, exactly, our sergeant arm would move around to pick the best table, the best speakers. For the online individuals, you can send it to DTM Sarah privately. Yes, thank you. All right, so we can win some more minutes from our time since we are a little bit late. Let me call on the second evaluator who would be evaluating Toastmaster Abdullah Hijazi's speech. So please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Widad Hijazi.
Thank you very much. Let me stand here. It's okay. Okay. Good afternoon again, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Well, moment. What an attractive title. The moment is very important in our life. A speech presented by Toastmaster Abdullah Hijazi and got me back, since I'm part of this story, got me back, flashback to the first day we discovered that there was a problem and got me emotioned, actually. So he started his speech with a phrase that attracted our attention. We don't remember days, we remember moments. What's the difference, days and moments? Then he followed it. He didn't let us take a breath. He followed it up with a question. And that attracted again and again our attention. He presented his story in a very chronological order, taking us from his childhood, all these details until he got a job. He presented his whole life in 7 minutes, 30 seconds, exactly with emotions. He talked about a beam of hope. I walked pride. I still remember these moments. He used lots of phrases that we couldn't skip our eyes or we couldn't listen to our inner voice. We just listened to his voice and to his way of presenting the speech. And then he said, open your eyes, you are different. Actually, we are all different. It's not that only people in need are different. We are all different. He presented it in a very good way. I would have preferred that he would use the stage for the spaces of time from one place to another. Plus, when he said happy, show us cheerful happiness, sad, show us these emotions, and strong. I know he can do it. Practice, practice, practice is something that we in Toastmasters hear about it. A good speech presented for the first time here, for the later on for the contest. So you need to practice. You have good ideas. You need to show us more emotions, and maybe something because it's all about strong emotions. Let's have something that makes us a little bit laugh for the benefit of listeners. That would be nice. Plus, watch out for your grammar mistakes. So when you practice more, you will not slip these words. You will get the glory of the speech. You will get the glory of the speech in a very good time. The overall, so it's a good speech, well prepared, sequence is well, needs to be practiced and needs to express more emotions in your physical and body language. Good luck. Back to you, Mr. General.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Wadad, for the glorious comments. It's very nice, by the way. I notice how you use the glory when you are evaluating the grammarian. So he was puzzled now. Should I hear the evaluation or should I count the glories? Yeah. All right, well done. Moving on to the next evaluator, who would be evaluating myself. Okay, my evaluator. Please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Abdullah Madan. Thank you. Speaking is like teaching. And today we learned a lot about change management with distinguished Toastmaster Khalid Abdullah. Many lessons were learned today. Lesson number 1, utilizing catchy phrases at the beginning. Imagine. He let us all imagine things and being in the exact scenario that he wants us to imagine. And he used it again. Imagine twice. Imagine thrice, keeping us lastly in his exact position as a change manager. Distinguished Toastmaster Khalid Abdullah talked a lot about changing and change management and some new concepts. So there was definitely many lessons learned from his speech. He utilized pauses because, most probably this is something new to us. So between now and then, he used to pause so that it sinks in, so that we understand and we digest what he says in his speech. Distinguished Toastmaster Khalid Abdullah, you are an amazing teacher, and in order to become an even better teacher, I'll give you a few points of improvement. Throughout the presentation, I felt you were mostly on the side. I understand that this is the projector, but when you are speaking, the projector will become the center of attention. You as the speaker, you should be the center of attention. You should be standing maybe at least here a little bit. When you want to emphasize on something, you go back, but mostly we want you to stand in the middle or at least utilize the stage a little bit to emphasize things. But mostly as a speaker, as the center of attention, you should be in the middle. You walked us through many things about change management, but I felt that you were speaking more about change management and not about people themselves. It is mentioned in the speech objective, change to a group. So I wanted to hear more about
change that happened to certain individuals, certain stories, certain incidents. And with that, when you were speaking about people, when you are speaking about certain incidents, this will reflect all in your body language. This will reflect all in the vocal variety, your hand gestures. It will automatically happen because you recall exactly the story itself. And lastly, I really like that you linked Toastmasters with change management, that you said that, well, Toastmasters is the thing that helped in change management. And I really liked your delivery. It is flawless. Really, what I like about DTM Khalid's delivery is that I don't hear any filler words. Whenever he's about to say a filler words, he immediately pauses. Distinguished Toastmaster Khalid Abdullah, you did an amazing job. In summary, your delivery was amazing. You utilized engaging tools. You introduced new concepts in order to become a better teacher, a better educator. Take the points that I mentioned into consideration. And with that, I would hand the mic back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abdullah, madam. That's the glory when you have one of your mentees evaluating you. That's a sense of a glory and achievement that honestly I have. I'm so proud of you and all of the glory that you brought with you on the stage. Are you as glorious, Mr. Grammarian? Now moving on with the last, but definitely not the least evaluator. Please put your hands together to welcome DTM Zahra Al-Mukharraj.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator DTM Khalid Abdullah, fellow Toastmasters and honorable guests. Good day to you all. I will explore the profound impact of leaders' presence on teams. Do you think that DTM Ali met this objective? Definitely yes. And this is the glory of Toastmasters and especially the glory of DTM Ali, as he will always fulfill and of course do his promises. In this evaluation, I will divide the stage, or I will start, of course, first with the points that I really liked and I was impressed with, and then I'll move to the points that I would like to recommend to DTM Ali for his future speeches. So first of all, he started with a question and of course, continued with a personal story to grab our attention. The second thing that I really liked, that he used the visual aids to share with us his findings. So he did a research, then he shared it with us in a very well and presentable presentation, colorful presentation, and with bullet points. The third point from my point of view, of course, and I really liked, it was the organization of the speech. He started with a question, then a personal story. Then he elaborated more about the personal story and gave us the cause and effect of the absence of the president or the leaders and teams. And of course, then he concluded everything in the summary. Last but not least, he left us with a very strong message with the absence of your leaders, regarding the absence of your leaders. Those were the points, approximately 4 points that I really liked about your speech, DTM Ali. And now, if I were you, I might have done it in a different way. First of all, if I will start with a question, I might just pause a little bit for a few seconds, let my audience think about it, and of course, maybe to raise their hands or at least say something. Or we can just keep quiet and let them remember their memories if they were in the same situation. The second thing that I would like to leave you with